But we are wearing our little green ribbons this morning. All right, green ribbons this morning, and this is because it's Child Protection Week. It's starting here, and it's really highlighting organizations that's working hard to make sure that children are looked after, make sure that they have a good childhood and also grow into confident adults. And right now we're taking a look at one such organization that's doing fantastic work.
Please, police, keep Diepsloot safe. Arrest the people who raping children. Police, when we call, you must come quickly.
Violence is rife in Diepsloot. The last 6 months has seen 130 cases of abuse against women and children, and that's just the number of reported instances.
Over the past couple of years, the suburb of Diepsloot in Gauteng has achieved notoriety over their heinous crimes against children, and unfortunately, those have become common occurrence. But where there's darkness, light will always prevail. And today I meet up with a group of people who are shining their light the brightest on the safety of their children.
Afrika Tikkun is an NGO that was formed in 1995. The then President Nelson Mandela was its patron-in-chief. It cares for the all-round well-being of youngsters. The organization takes a strong stand this Child Protection Week.
The message we want to spread to other communities is that members of communities should come together and try and build a community center like the Afrika Tikkun Center, where space is provided for children in particular to come after school and have maybe a meal or someone to help look after them before their parents come back from work.
Through strong strategic partnerships with other organizations, Afrika Tikkun brings education, health and social services to some of South Africa's most vulnerable children.
Our mission is to ensure that the very children that we work with, in terms of education, they ensure that they position themselves to be contributing citizens of our country. But that does not come alone. It brings with it the burden of ensuring that they cannot learn in a hungry tummy. Their health needs to be looked after. We have got a primary health care program. When they leave the centers, they live in the township. The nature of the environment to work in, like Diepsloot, where gender-based violence is rife and rampant, we've got a program called Gender-Based Violence Program. People who are abused, whether it's man, female, a child, or any other person, can come through and get assistance.
The theme of Child Protection Week is working together to protect children. It's a call to all South Africans to play a part in keeping children safe, especially those with disabilities.
Whilst in the confines of the centre, you're certainly under no impression that you're out of Diepsloot, but what you are under is under a blanket of protection, where children are running free, having fun, eating a good meal, and being very, very safe.
This year, Afrika Tikkun has partnered with the Regional Psychosocial Support Initiative in a call to establish a child protection unit at the Diepsloot police station. And there's more work to be done.
Why is it imperative that children have a healthy psychosocial upbringing?
To build up this future generation into becoming fully fledged and productive members of society, we do not only need to address their physical aspect, we have to address their emotional and social well-being. That's the identity. If we really give them a sense of who they really are by addressing that aspect, we are going to build a future generation that is confident, that is strong, that contributes healthily into our society.
We're reminded of what Tata Madiba said: there can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children.
Often problems can get so out of hand that sometimes we ignore and leave them just in the hopes that they'll go away. But as South Africans, can we choose to turn a blind eye to an issue as large as child abuse? Well, come this Child Protection Week, I urge every single one of our viewers to take the time, take action, and just tweet your words of support to the hashtag #ProtectOurChildren. And you can start making a difference.
And indeed, that is the kind of South Africa we want to live in, a South Africa where our children are safe and protected. So please tweet us with the hashtag #ProtectOurChildren this Child Protection Week.